So, are you surprised you're beating everybody by a million points?
I think it really comes down to Coach Sig's philosophy of keeping it one play, one game at a time. I think our team did great, especially there's a lot of outside noise. UCLA is a fantastic football program. They're coming off a heater with a 3-game win streak. They're essentially an undefeated team in the Big Ten. They've had 3 great Big Ten wins. They came in our house. However, I thought our team, our defense, and our run game excelled today, which led to victory.
Fernando, you have 3 wide receivers who are capable of having a big game. Today was EJ's day. What made him be that guy today?
Yeah, no doubt. UCLA defensive coordinator was dialing up on us, showed a lot of unscouted looks that we weren't able to see, and they did a great job preparing for our pass game. However, that's really opened up our run game, and especially with the pass game, they were doubling Elijah and Coop, so that means that there's a one-on-one on EJ, and when there's a one-on-one on EJ, that's great, or one-on-one on any of our guys, the smile goes on my face.
Now, there's an aggressive nature to this offense early in the game in particular. Has the focus been on fast starts? And did you guys learn a little from last week's game that went into this one?
Yeah, a big thing is we want to capitalize on every possession, especially in all of our games, because we treat every single game as a big game. Michigan State, we had 3 drives in the first half, and I think we did a great job capitalizing on them there. Today, a little bit of a slower start. Unfortunately, we had the turnover, which, it sucks. It happens. But, I think we bounced back from that phenomenally, and we were able to put some points on the board early in the game.
You mentioned UCLA was on a heater coming into this game.
Sure.
You guys are now the only team in college football to win a conference game by 50 plus. We've done it twice now. What about you guys have allowed you to be so methodical, even against good teams, winning by 50 plus?
Yeah, no doubt. It's definitely an incredible achievement. However, whether we win by 1 or win by 50, it's still a W, so we take every W the same. But we have such great coaches, great players, and just a great support staff around us. And what makes it even better is everyone's such a good person. Everyone's such a good person. Everyone gets along so well together. And I think that makes everyone want to fight harder for each other, and which really bands us closer together. And I think that's why we're able to string together these impressive performances.
You talked about the noise and the outside clutter, and you're in the national spotlight personally, more so than you've ever been. How are you dealing with it personally?
Personally, I delete all my social media. The only social media that's on my phone right now is LinkedIn and YouTube to watch videos. I have Alberto handle my Instagram, and my some marketing people handle my Instagram. But other than that, I'm not on any social media, especially because I want to keep everything inside the building. Whether, today, although it was a great win, I still started the game off a little sloppy, wasn't great on my technique. So there's a lot of things that I don't want to go to the outside noise and kind of get that's so great, and to kind of forget about those issues that I need to build on, and vice versa. So I'm just really trying to keep it in the building. We have such great coaches, so I'm just really trying to keep my focus on listening to their advice and their feedback. That's what it's right now.
Videos you watch?
It really depends. I usually watch like NFL highlights or anything. I sometimes watch Kurt Warner breakdown. Sometimes I watch a guy named MMG. So I just watch a couple people.
Fernando, you guys had this game in the first half. What continued that motivation in the second half?
Yeah, Coach came into the locker room and always says, hey, it's 0-0, no matter what the score is. UCLA is a very capable team. They beat Penn State. They beat a ton of other great Big Ten opponents. And teams are always looking for, especially right when they start the second half, they're looking, hey, do we have that spark? Are we going to be able to come back to this game? And so right from the jump, we knew that we need to have an impressive drive to start and score in order to diffuse their flame and to really impose our will.
How impressive has this team been on both sides of the ball in the trenches?
Oh, been phenomenal. I think the trenches win the game, and those are the unsung heroes. We have a fantastic D-line, if not one of the best in the nation, and a fantastic O-line, if not the best in the nation. And I think that just helps everything around us. Without them, there's no way we would be 8-0. So, just huge props to those guys.
What is it about Coach Shanahan's game plan and play calling that sets you guys up for success?
Yeah, I think that it's really the multifaceted approach that we can take, whether it's passing, whether it's running, whether it's moving the pocket, whether it's staying in the pocket. Coach Shanahan, we have such great players around us. We could really utilize whatever the defense is giving us. So UCLA, we knew we wanted to run the ball this game, and so I think we did a great job with that, of attacking the run. And for example, Michigan State, we wanted to throw the ball a little bit more, and I think we did a great job with that game. So I think it's really Coach Shanahan's ability and Coach Signetti and Coach Whitmer's ability to watch the game tape and really put a good, concise plan together, and a great plan that we're able to execute.
How are you going to reset for the next game?
Yeah, there's always a 24-hour rule that we'll think about this game 24 hours. We'll watch the film tomorrow Monday with coaches, and we'll take the feedback and what we got to improve on. But after that, Maryland is a good team, and we got to go on the road there. And on the road, every game we played on the road this season has been a close one. So we really want to keep it, our brand of football. To me.
Fernando, take us through the touchdown run. What did you see? What was the play? Was it more of a scramble, or kind of everybody was covered and you just took off?
Yeah, so I won't give the actual play call name. However, it was an RPO play where you have the opportunity to hand the ball off or throw the ball. And with our guys in man coverage, those one-on-one coverages, we love to throw them. And I pulled the ball thinking either gonna hit Elijah or EJ, and they actually both got held on the play. And so it wasn't a really good look to throw it, especially in traffic. You don't want to put the ball in danger, especially in field goal range. And at that point, if I throw the ball away, sometimes since it's lineman downfield in RPOs, it could be intentional grounding. So you don't want that because then you get kicked out of field goal range. So at that point, I'm either gonna follow the run up the hole where the run's supposed to hit intentionally, or you got to make a play and salvage some yards. And at that point, I saw the right side of the field open. I was like, all right, I'll at least try to get back to the line of scrimmage so we can kick a field goal. And at that point, I was like, oh wow, I'm actually a little faster than I thought, and turned the corner, and we had great blocking downfield and great effort, and I was able to score.
There's a play, I think in the third quarter, where Kalon kind of pile drives one of their defenders at like 10 yards or so. Like, how much does it fire you guys up to see a teammate do something like that?
Yeah, it fires us up, because to see that grit, and even though we're winning by a lot in the third quarter, to see someone really have that much care in the game and their offensive lineman pushing them after, it's just such a fantastic sign. It really just speaks to the testament and grittiness of our team.